Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mount Kenya is still in total shock. William Ruto's party, UDA party, yesterday pulled an unexpected move in Nyeri. The video you are about to watch were actually captured yesterday. Over 2,000 grassroots mobilizers from Nyeri County met. And the question which everybody is still asking, is Mount Kenya one term or is Mount Kenya two term? Because that move by William Samoei Arap Ruto's party is actually their strategy to take the war directly to William Ruto's doorstep. I want you guys to watch the video because for me, I'm still in shock.
UDA, wataliona pale juu UDA, Nyeri mwekwo, mwekiama imedheini, kiama kira kirahotanire mbere north, koti kiama nikire kirahotanire mbere north, nikire kirahotanire, nikiama kirego kirahotanire mbere north, nikiama kirego kirahotanire Malava, UDA, amudendo.
And the reaction from the ground is actually telling.
Naona hizo video hapo chini vile watu wamekuja kushangilia UDA wakifanya zile grassroots election. Hizo video hapo hivyo chini ni Kirinyaga na Nyeri. Unajua? Gachagua anasemaga ati hao watu wakule pesa lakini watapigia watu wa DCP kura. Unaona hizo pesa zenye zilitumika mbele ndio zitatumika 2027. Na hiyo kujipiga kifua na kukosa strategy na kukosa ideas of how to win an election ndio itafanya UDA ishinde viti mingi sana Central.
Tuta movement is unstoppable in Mount Kenya, Nyeri County. Kama leo Rigathi Gachagua ameona hii, hata lala usiku. Kama Goliath ameona hii kitu, leo hata lala usiku. Kuna baadhi ya watu Mount Kenya bado wanampenda William Samoei Ruto. Kuna wengi wanamchukia, lakini kuna marafiki wa William Samoei Ruto bado wako Mount Kenya.
And Rigathi Gachagua supporters are very angry and they are very bitter with a large turnout which showed up yesterday. In this video, I want us to understand William Ruto's motive by convening such kind of a meeting in Nyeri. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to go straight to my first point. The main reason why William Ruto convened that meeting is that he's now willing to take the war directly to the doorstep of Rigathi Gachagua. Because remember, after the impeachment of William Ruto, after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, the Mountain were very angry. They were very bitter. As a matter of fact, William Ruto's allies could not even attend funerals on the ground. But things are now changing. Just the other day we saw UDA winning in Mbeere North.
One of the ways to make Ruto one term is first to defeat him in Mbeere. It will be very sad if our Gen Zs and millennials who have been saying they want Ruto to be one term, then wapewe pesa kidogo na Soprano 500 waende wachague mtu ya Ruto. They will betray the Gen Z cause, they will betray the millennial cause, and they will betray all of us.
And because after that impeachment, the ground was hostile, I think they've now realized that it's not possible to go to the ground. Now they're taking that war, the political war, directly to Rigathi Gachagua's doorstep. That is why they picked Nyeri, not any other place. I don't know how Rigathi Gachagua is going to respond, because when he was on, was it KTN yesterday, he revealed that he's going to take some break until next year. But these guys are on the ground. That's number one. Number two, and this is something which I want Rigathi Gachagua and the team, that they needed to win in Nyeri, and they also needed to win in Malava. The fact that they afforded to lose in those two constituencies only means one thing, that they gave UDA party the momentum which they've been looking for. For example, this meeting is coming after the win in Nyeri. If they'd lost in Nyeri, I can assure you, they would not have found this momentum, the courage now to take the war directly to Rigathi Gachagua's doorstep.
Wewe kwenda huko bwana na uachane na mimi. Wewe Goliathi, wewe Goliathi, wewe Goliathi, umetisha watu siku mingi, umetesa watu siku mingi, siku zako zimehesabika. Alhamisi tunakumalizia, na sisi ndio watu wa kusema siku hii, sio wewe. Wewe ulipewa kirauni au kutusaidia nayo. Ulipewa kirauni hatukuona matunda yake.
So they're taking advantage of that way. And that's why they picked Nyeri. Number three, I've always told you on this platform on many occasions that politics is a game of numbers, perceived or real. After Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment, it was very clear that the mountain had completely dumped William Ruto. In fact, people like myself believed that there was no way William Ruto would even get 10% of the mountain.
Gatuno North, one term. President, one term. The first and the fifth, one term.
Mimi nauliza, hapa kuna mtu wako UDA? Iko mtu ya UDA? UDA yende isiende? Ikufe isikufe? Ate munasemaje? Ate moya munas... Harambee! Wewe Ruto! Wewe Kasongo! Wewe Kaongo! Wewe Zakayo! Wewe mwizi! Wewe muuaji! Kasongo aende asiende?
But they went to Nyeri, and that mistake happened. Of course, we are going to have two by-elections again in Nyeri, the MCS. So if there was a mistake, then those mistakes will have to be corrected. And I'll keenly be following those two seats whereby elections were actually occasioned. Because one of the two MCS who resigned, one contested under DP, and the other one was supposed to contest under DCP, but now contested under the Chama cha Kazi. So we are going to wait to see. But because politics is a game of numbers, and numbers can actually be counted, when the results of Nyeri North were counted, it became apparent that UDA had won. That's a fact we can't take away from them. So which means now UDA believes that they have numbers, and that because of fear, people were not willing to come out. And now they want to create the perception that now we have the numbers. And that's why it was kind of a show of might. As Rigathi Gachagua is going for rallies, for them, they are organizing strategic meetings. When you talk of 2,000 grassroots mobilizers, it's serious. Because according to William Ruto's game plan, what he wants, he doesn't want to compete with Rigathi. Because Rigathi is winning when it comes to communications, messaging, and everything. But now they want to use strategy. And the strategy is simple. They want to use these mobilizers. And most of these mobilizers are reporting directly to specific leaders. And each of those leaders have been given the task of ensuring that they deliver 4,000 people. So if, for example, an aspirant comes from Nyeri, or let's say Madeira constituency, then he's expected to deliver 4,000 people. So which means he will use some of these grassroots leaders, mobilizers, to win those numbers. So it's a game of numbers and the perceptional politics. Number three is perceptional politics. I've always explained that politics is a perceptional game. By attracting the huge numbers, what is now coming out is that UDA is not dead in Mount Kenya, as some people had predicted. Which means tomorrow, they'll go to another county in Mount Kenya and again attract similar numbers. So they want to create that perception, so that by the time we'll be going for elections, if they will be able to get even 30 or 40%, nobody will question. I don't know whether Rigathi is thinking the way I'm thinking. And lastly, not really lastly, and number 4, and this is something I also explained in Mbere, that William Ruto has a game plan. He has a strategy. And he wanted to test that strategy in Mbere, whether it was going to be effective. And because they delivered, it means that strategy is effective. Now they're trying it. In Mbere North, one thing you should have noted is that when Rigathi Gachagua focused on rallies, William Ruto team did not really focus on rallies. They focused on these town hall meetings. Then later on, coming out. I don't remember seeing Rigathi Gachagua in any town hall meeting. But Kindiki and the team were always in town hall meetings, then coming for the rallies. So that is the strategy which they are now trying to see whether they can replicate it in other places. And importantly, the objective of this meeting, and some will also be coming up, is that they want to now start attracting aspirants. Because these aspirants are the people who will sell the party. But the fact that now they won Mbere, it means someone from Madira can say, okay, if they won Mbere, what will stop me from winning also here with their support? So a lot of aspirants who would have otherwise opted for other political parties will now be attracted to UDA. And that is the strategy. I don't know what you think, but the question which I keep on asking, and nobody, especially those from the mountain, nobody is willing to answer me. Is Mount Kenya one term or is Mount Kenya 2 term? Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.